This is a Rogue Media Network podcast. Hey there, hi there, ho there. Welcome to King of the Hill podcast. I am Mike.
And I am Rusty.
This is a That Ain't Right Friday.
That is a That Ain't Right Friday.
So we got two or three little things we're going to pop through real quick.
Got two emails. The first one's from Paul. So here we go. Hey, Bois Crew.
Bois Crew.
Here we go, Bois Crew. I just wanted to take a few minutes to say thank you for the podcast and share a little about why King of the Hill has always meant so much to me.
Number one, thanks for sending the email.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Thank you, Paul. I'm 35 years old now, and I grew up watching the show, often without realizing just how much it was quietly shaping the way I viewed the world. There was something comforting about the world of Arlen, especially Hank. He represented stability, order, and a moral compass that was always pointing somewhere true, even if he was stubborn about it. I didn't grow up in an abusive home, but it definitely lacked structure. There was chaotic in subtle ways. No real family rituals, lots of moving around, no real parental guidance or consistent values. Watching Hank with his khakis, propane, and deep belief in doing things the right way gave me sort of an anchor. He might be a square, but he's the kind of square who stands firm for the people he loves. That always stuck with me and still does. I know you guys aren't exactly Peggy's biggest fans, but I have to say, even though she's overbearing and a bit delusional, she has always showed up.
That's exactly true.
My mom wasn't super active in my life emotionally, so even a Peggy-type figure, a little loud, a little misguided, present, would have felt like a blessing. There's a weird comfort in her enthusiasm, even when it's misdirected. She tries, and that's more than I can say about some people.
Wow, that's an entirely
Yeah, that
different
is.
take
That's
on
I
Peggy.
like
That's
that.
really
That is
good.
a whole
I
new
like that.
perspective on
Yeah.
Peggy. She is always there, and for kids, that is more
There's
important
nothing she won't
than
do
a
for her
lot of
family
things.
also.
Well,
I mean,
presence is the biggest thing for
True.
anything.
true.
Because your kids will never know. They'll never know how much money you made.
Yep.
They won't be able to tally up at the end of your life when you're on your deathbed how much money that you made over your lifetime,
Yep.
or what you spent, or anything like that, or what you bought,
Were you
or.
there?
But they'll remember the fact that you were at the ball game, that you were at the award show, that you were at the
Yep.
wedding, that you were there when they needed to
It's true.
fill your house full of their shit.
That's true. You got it.
So, that's so Peggy is for all intents and purposes, Peggy is a good person. We just her personality sometimes is not the best.
She's a good wife and mother, and she's
That's all that
good at
matters,
being
yeah.
present at both of those things. Yes,
All right. Bill always broke my heart.
even though she will push a Hank under the bus every once in a while.
Oh, she pushes him underneath
Yeah.
it all the way. Khan's the con artist. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
good. I like that. What do we got here? She just shut the door behind Hank when he was facing.
Well,
an
that's what I
angry
was
prayer
saying.
circle.
Like, I get that. I get that she does shut the door behind him and stuff, but
But it's all it's
in
all,
her head, it's her
all
and Bobby.
Peggy.
She's just going to protect those two at this point. You
Yeah,
know?
definitely.
That's kind of what it went to.
All right, so let's continue on here. Bill always broke my heart. I think a lot of us quietly fear of becoming Bill. That feeling of being left behind, forgotten, kind of
Sure.
invisible. He was the what-if character for me growing up. What if you don't get out of that rut? What if you never heal? He reminds us that emotional pain doesn't go away on its own, and it's such a quietly tragic part of the show that I've always appreciated. This guy's take on the show, I might have to arrange him on. I really
That's
like
pretty
his.
cool, yeah.
It's a really deep take. Like he takes the characters so far through the couples that he's mentioned,
Yeah.
and he's put like something concrete to the character.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. And man, Dale, back in the early 2000s, he was a conspiracy spouting oddball. These days, it feels like half the people I meet have a little Dale in them. It's kind of wild how King of the Hill saw that shift coming. His paranoia and distrust of institutions used to be comic relief. Now it almost feels like a cultural warning.
True.
I'm really excited for the revival. I love that Bobby's still got that round face and sweet smile. Some of the characters you just don't want to see change too much. I'm hoping the show still hits the same tone. Subtle, real funny.
So are we.
Subtle, real funny. A little sad sometimes. It's always been more than a cartoon. It's a slice of life served Texas style. Also, rest in peace, Jonathan Joss.
Yep.
I loved your interview with him. You treated
Thank
him with so much respect. And it was great to hear his stories and humor in his own voice. That episode was special. You guys do a great job of balancing laughs with heart, which is something the show did too.
Thank you very
Anyway,
much.
thank you for what you do. It means a lot that King of the Hill has champions like you keeping that spirit alive. I listen every week. Hell yeah, Rusty. Warm regards, Paul.
That is
He
so
threw that hell
great.
yeah there. No, that was great. I'm
Paul,
like,
nice
damn,
job,
yeah.
man. Damn, that's a tear-up
Tearing up,
email.
man.
Yeah,
Tearing
that's a
up.
great one.
And
Well,
then,
thanks, Paul.
We got some right wing shit to talk about on the next.
Oh, cool.
the
Let's
next
do that
email.
now.
Glenn, thank you, Glenn, for sending us an email.
Thanks,
we do
Glenn.
appreciate it.
No matter how this turns out, thanks, Glenn.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's just somebody bitching about the
I'm just
animation
kidding.
style, but I'm kind of interested.
He
to
said,
see what it
Artie
looks
says
like.
older Bobby looks a lot like Cotton, round head, face tall. Yeah, he's kind of right.
Figures they'd use Flash animation. It's gone the route of Arthur season 16, and the writing feels on par as well. Brand name complacency to justify laziness. Parentheses, albeit shows on PBS can have the excuse of switching to a cheaper format. Early KOTH, I called the deadpan eyes era. Post mid-2000s, I called the crazy eyes era. Now I call this the dead eyes era. Regardless, I have the comfort of a different show, similar to KOTH, and the fact that it's safe for modern Hollywood subversion for subversion's sake. Respect be damned approach to old series. You guys are older than I am, and I have more knowledge of the animation industry, yet not even you guys know the show I'm referring to. Heck, it hasn't even been referenced in a single Matt Groening McFarlane animated project for a lame meta joke. That's how safe it is. So this guy is gatekeeping a TV show that we don't know anything
Doesn't know
about.
what. Never says what the TV show is.
No, he just gatekeeps it. That's the end of the email. It was just like a.
Tell us the show.
It was just like a rant.
Huh?
I don't even want to know what show it is,
I wanna
honestly.
know what show it
but
is.
I'll just. What time is it?
I will say you're judging
No,
something
it was
before it's actually here, but
It was
yeah.
actually kind of early, 1:52 p.m. That's like a 1:52 a.m. type of
Yeah.
email.
Yeah, yeah. If you wanted to send us what show,
God, I
I would.
love
I
that.
would love to have that.
Also, I wanted to thank everybody. This is mainly due to the Jonathan Joss video. I'm well aware, and but I wanted to thank everybody that's followed, everybody that's liked all the videos, everybody that's subscribed, everybody that's listened to us here, there, and everywhere that our podcast exists. We definitely hit 1,000 subscribers finally, and we're actually at 1,220 subscribers now. So we appreciate everybody for helping with that.
Call your mother.
Well, I think it's kind of cool.
No, it's great. It's great. Yeah, we got a lot of it out of that, and
I just don't really like the situation behind.
no, the situation sucks, and
But-
we've addressed all that. You know, I mean, that's just the
Yeah.
way it happens.
It's
Yeah.
part of life that we can't.
All right, let's
control.
move on to one other thing here. There's an article by Nick Valdez. This is from I don't know where I printed this. Comicbook.com. And they're talking about King of the Hill, and it says that it faces a major streaming problem. So
What's
this
the
is
streaming
some-
problem? Are they talking about the fact that they just drop it all
Right.
out? Yeah.
Right.
I'm
So,
not really liking the idea of that
let
because
me
kinda,
say what it is first, real
Yeah.
quick. So instead of weekly episodes, they're going to drop all 10 at once, and so we'll have to binge through 10. Now, you were saying?
Yeah, the 10 thing, you gotta like it kind of changes how we have to do the next 10 episodes when that comes out.
Yeah.
We might end up having to just pause where we're at and continue on with that, and then get back to the older stuff.
We'll figure it out.
I'm not sure how we
There's a way
go
to
about
do
it.
it. I
Unless we
also
release 3 episodes a week.
kind of I am not making the promise to you that there will be 3 episodes a week.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, it's only for
I know.
10 episodes. There would only be 2.5 months.
Yeah, it was only for 2.5 months.
Only
And
for
then we
2.5
found
months.
him dead. Yeah, I am not crazy about that dropping it all at once. I think it ought to be a weekly thing, or maybe 2 a week, or something like that. But that's the world we live in now. I don't think it's done for any other reason than that.
No.
That they think people like to just binge stuff real quickly. The problem is with something like this, you're looking at 20-something minutes, and you're looking at what do you got? You got 10 per season. So, I mean, you got 5 minutes or 5 hours worth of entertainment there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and not only that, you got to think that we might not get more than 2 seasons. You know,
It
we
also-
might not get more than 3 seasons.
It also worries me that if there's a bad episode in there, which, by luck of the draw or whatever there might be, if there's a bad one in there, I think it really shines a light on it.
I think good and bad are different these days, though, when it comes to media than it used to
That's
be.
true.
Because there's so much coming at you. There's so much media to consume.
There's a lot of it.
Good and bad just doesn't really exist because you could always – it's just like recently there's this Instagram account that I came across, and I guess I came across it right as he was blowing up. But he was an author of a science fiction book, and he just did it for fun kind of thing, and he would get made fun of a lot in his comments because he's a peculiar-looking guy, and people would make fun of him in his comments and stuff like that. But then eventually it started to turn wholesome where people are like, oh, yeah, we love your videos. And then, boom, the guy's he can't keep his books on the shelf now kind of thing.
Okay.
So it's that kind of thing,
We also have another interview coming out on Cracked. They have been so kind as to start using us as one of their sources for King of the Hill stuff, and so that is one of the things that came out of the Jonathan Joss stuff, which is very positive. I do want to address one more time though this whole making money off of this thing. Neither one of us make any money off of this thing.
We don't.
And
we do not make any money. I will be candid with you and let you know that we have made $6 in ad revenue on YouTube since being monetized.
Yeah.
But $6 in
$6
ad
old dollars.
revenue.
So
If we split that in half, that would be $3 each, and we might be able to get a gas station hot dog.
we
and
are
a fountain
not
drink.
chasing anybody's sadness for dollars. So
Not at
just
all.
want to put that out there. And
We
make
will
sure
have some
everybody
interviews coming up though
understands
that should be pretty neat and interesting. Hopefully.
Yeah, we got a lot planned, guys. So we're not going anywhere. Thank you again for hanging around and waiting for us. We are here.
Yeah, we'll still be live. We'll still be doing lives and
We'll still
stuff.
doing
And
it.
now that King of the Hill is live on Fortnite, as soon as I get paid this Friday, I am going to buy the skin, and probably we'll be doing some live streams of me playing Fortnite with Hank Hill.
Artie says, I don't think it's fair to the artist to drop it all at once. Less time for reflection. You always catch something new with each viewing. I'd rather watch episode 1 2 times and think than banging out 10. You're right. There's less time to actually appreciate it, because
we're not
it's
going to.
more about, here's just a big chunk of content.
Yeah, however we approach it, we got to approach it in a way that gets the content out fast enough, but also in a way that doesn't kill me and Mike.
Sure. Yeah.
Trying to get it
We'll
out.
get them out. We'll get them out. We did our first, now this is for a different show, but we did our first watch
But
along
we
the other day.
are we still going to try to do the
You hear me?
midnight August 4th?
We did our first watch along the other day for Bros, Foes, and Heroes.
Oh, y'all did?
We
How'd that
watched
go?
the terrible Fantastic Four movie.
Where'd y'all watch that at?
Here. Put it up here, and then we
Oh, with
set
the live
chairs over
stream?
there, and yeah.
How'd that go?
It was good. It was fine. I mean, I had to leave about halfway through because I had to take phone calls and
Yeah.
meetings and all this crap, but I think it went fine.
Was it a live stream?
No, we didn't live
Oh, y'all
stream.
had
We just
people-
recorded it. Yeah,
Or-
yeah. And all we did is
Awesome.
we just played the movie and told them when to start the movie,
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's what a lot of them do.
Oh, yeah, I know
A
what
lot
you
of
meant,
those.
Artie.
That's what a lot of those watch-alongs do.
yeah.
I want to start doing something like that.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, we
appreciate
appreciate you
it. Tell them where they can find us.
Yeah, you can find us at BWAAAKOTH on all social medias. We're going to start trying to go live on TikTok and on
Tickety-tockety.
YouTube. I'm going to try to do that with the King of the Hill Fortnite stuff.
King of the Hill
Mike
Fortnite
doesn't play
stuff.
Fortnite.
Do you want me to play Fortnite?
Do I want you to play
Yeah.
Fortnite? I think that would be fun. Yeah, I think
Huh.
that would be kind of interesting to see.
Well, you play it on a PC or you play it on a console?
I mean, it's cross-platform. You can play it on anything.
Can you?
Yeah, you could play it
Alright.
on your phone. with
I'll
people that are
look
on
into
PC.
it.
But I play on PC. I have a gaming PC, and I game on my PC. That's a gaming PC. And
You have a gaming PC that you game on as a PC
that I
because it's a
game
gaming
on,
PC?
and I have Fortnite on it. I haven't played it in a while.
On the PC
On PC.
that you game on?
That's what I game on. I haven't played in a while. I have an Xbox. That's what we should do. Just one Friday episode. Just play. I should just bring the Xbox up here and we just
Yeah,
play
we can do that. Yeah.
Fortnite.
I'll
do
be,
a Fortnite.
I
can't
tell you
take
what,
the
I
name because it's already been stolen.
tell you what I'll
Fortnite
do.
Friday.
I'll be Cleveland and you just beat the hell out of me the whole time.
Oh, we can't do that.
Oh. Well, no, I guess
I'm
you
not a
can't,
racist
right?
dog.
So
I just don't like handyman.
I was more referring to the fact that he's what killed the King of the Hill. But yeah,
he did kill King of the Hill. Well, he didn't do it. Seth MacFarlane did it. It was his fault for being so damn funny.
There's no
for like
Seth
3
MacFarlane
seasons.
skin.
No.
Hey,
there's no
let
Seth
me
MacFarlane
ask you one thing real
Oh.
quick, and then we'll get the hell out of here. Okay. What do you think of the new Naked Gun?
I think that's going to be awesome. I think it's funny that
The only reason I bring that up is
it
that
went
Seth
from
MacFarlane.
it went
also.
from Leslie Nielsen to Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
I think it's funny how
You see
how
how,
that
have you
kinda
seen
goes
that
on.
one scene where they're all like crying in front of the pictures of their
Yeah.
dead relatives and stuff?
Well, Priscilla Presley's still alive, so she's better make a cameo.
Well, like it shows Frank Durbin up on the thing,
Frank Durbin was
and
there?
then he talks about how, oh, Dad, I want you to be proud of me. So it's his son.
Oh, okay.
Liam Neeson's supposed to be his son,
He
which is
needs a
ridiculous to
documentary.
begin
you know
with.
what?
Huh?
Leslie Nielsen, he needs a documentary.
Oh,
They do documentaries
would be
for all
fun.
kinds of funny guys, but Leslie Nielsen doesn't have anything like that.
You got
He's
all these
hilarious.
people wailing and gnashing teeth in front of all these photos of the people who have died, right? That have gone on, and they're all police officers and stuff. And then it shows O.J. Simpson, and it goes to this black guy who's kneeling in front of it, and he goes, just doesn't say a thing. he just shakes his head.
Yeah, no, I like.
That's a very good joke.
I like Liam Neeson as an actor. I've watched a lot of his movies. I've watched some of his movies that a lot of people probably didn't even know he was in. There's just one really.
Did you know he was in Taken?
Yeah, I know that one. He's in this really good Irish movie.
Yeah.
And what it is it's about this guy who comes back from war. I don't want to say it's World War II. I think World War II might have been too far back for him for the movie, but it could have been World War II. But he comes back and he's like this farmer, and he ends up being an assassin or something like that. And he's just like he's like a retired assassin and doesn't want to do it anymore. But there's this girl, this little girl in the village or something that's getting abused by like somebody her mom knows, and he kills him. And that guy happens to be affiliated with like some Irish gang or the Irish Republican Army, I think is what it is. He's
Is it
affiliated with the
Absolution?
IRA. Yeah, Absolution. That's what it's called. Yeah, because he's like an ex-military guy that there's this little girl who's being abused by somebody, and the little girl won't tell him who it is, but he kind of finds out that it's that guy, and that guy ends up being affiliated with the IRA. So the IRA send people in after that to go find out who killed the guy, because they don't know who killed him, and they end up finding out it was him. And then while they're there, they end up finding out that he's an ex-hitman, and he ends up, doing his hitman thing and wiping out the whole squad.
Already brings up that Leslie Nielsen was started out as a serious actor, and yeah, you're very right.
I'm going to go back and watch some of his
funny.
young films, because I haven't really ever seen anything of him young. I'm going to be honest with you. The only
Liam
shit
Neeson
I ever
or
saw
Leslie
him in-
Nielsen?
Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Liam Neeson.
Leslie Nielsen
Liam
was
Neeson's actually my favorite movie of his is when he plays a Appalachian redneck, Next of Kin. That's a good one too. If nobody's ever.
Well, I
seen
mean,
that
when
one.
you think about it, you've got Schindler's List and The Gray in there as well, which
with
both
the-
of those
with
are
the girl's red
fantastic
dress.
movies.
Yeah.
Leslie Nielsen, he was in a lot of like cop dramas and things like
Yeah,
that.
sci-fi
He's always like,
stuff.
tell me the straight story, that kind of thing. That he was in a lot of
sounded
that
like
kind of
him
stuff.
Almost.
I
You did a
don't
really
know.
good Leslie Nielsen
But
voice.
yeah, that's what I've been working on is the Leslie Nielsen voice. All right, you told them where they can find us.
You can find us at BWA.
You can find us at the Straight Story. You hear?
You're here, yeah.
All right. Well, there's one thing left
Red
to
Rover,
say.
Red Rover, please come over. It would be BWAAAKOTH@gmail.com is our email. I love emails. I love them. I love reading them.
He loves
send
emails.
Send them at 1:30 a.m. That's the best time to send emails.
He's probably got
while you're half
He
drunk.
loves emails so much he has a problem.
Well, I love emails so much that I'm up really late at night, and it's cool to have emails to read. So
Sure.
you can send emails to me because I'm up late at night.
All right. One last thing to say.
Oui, Matanye.
Oui, Matanya, indeed. Great to be back. This has been a Rogue Media Network production.